All right, so first video for this series will be this layout that I created, and I'm going to show you here what I've used. So I have this Doris tag die that I got at Tuesday morning, and that's going to be the inspiration for using my scraps here. And I have actually die cut a lot of the papers already using one of the tags from that kit. And then I'm also, because the tag has a hole on the top, I wanted to use some brad, some twine, and then some flowers as well to kind of accent that. And I pulled out these strips of paper from my scraps as well, and I'm using four 4x6 photos, and they are all horizontal. And I'm going to put them in the center of my page. The bottom paper, the green one, has a little bit of a Christmas theme on there because this was the event was taken, or the memory was during Christmas or December, so I thought that that will match well with my page or with my story. So I had just die cut some of these papers with a tag die cut, and then I'm just tucking them on the top. I've already typed up my journaling, and they're going to be cut down into strips. And because this page is a little bit busy with the 4x6 photos, I decided that my journaling should just be in strips and kind of sprinkled on in the center, broken down and then sprinkled in the center of the page. And so here I'm kind of going through my flowers. I remembered I have these petaloo flowers that already have a rhinestone in the middle, and so I was pulling some of those out, and I'm going to put that there. And then decided that some of them will have twine, and then some of them will have brads. So I'm just going through my brads here, just trying to see which one would work best. I want to make sure that the brad color is contrasting to the color of the paper so that it will stand out a little bit. So I have to make sure that I don't pick a black one with that black tag and blue one with the blue tag, and so on and so forth. So I've adhered everything now, and now I'm going to work on my title. And I have these glittered stickers from Heidi Swap. Now I am going to spell out trying something new, and I wanted to make sure that it's centered on my page. And so I just wrote my title down, and then I counted, and I figured that the middle letters were the M and an E, and then I'm going to work my way to the right and then to the left. This is just my way of making sure that my title is centered, especially when I'm not doing the technique of using a wax paper. I don't know, for some reason I could not find my wax paper when I um, cleaned my scrapbook room or organized my scrapbook room, so I couldn't use that technique in this particular page. So now I'm ready to adhere some brads to my tags, and I did adhere the flowers first, and then I'm gonna go on with my brads. Now, when I was doing this, I totally forgot that I was going to add some twine as well. So with the rest of the tags, I just used some twine, which is okay because I needed to use up my brad stash anyways, and so I just ended up doing that. And then I will use the twine kind of to add some texture on the bottom of the page. So as you can see with this layout, I didn't really use a ton of scraps of paper. I do like the idea of cutting down the papers and then making them kind of part as an embellishment, like I did here with the tags. I thought that was like a great little thing to add to a page. And then also I was able to use up some of the strips of paper. For some reason, I like to hoard those barcode strips that we see in a lot of pattern papers, and I was able to use a couple of them here, so that was good. Two is not, of course, it doesn't make a dent on my big scrap of paper stash, but I guess two is better than not being able to use them, right? So I'm just adhering the strips of journaling on my page here. And then I'm going to add a few more accents. I felt like there was a really heavy design on the top, and I needed to kind of spread that in 2 more places on my page. So I'm trimming down these flowers because some of them the petals are kind of connected to one another. I think that's just how it is when it's mass production of these paper flowers. So I'm just kind of trimming them down, and then I'm going to add flowers in 2 separate spots on my page, kind of to create a visual triangle. Doing that there, and I'm going to adhere those with some glue dots as well. And I'm sorry that the bottom of, you can't see the bottom of my page very well, but I'm hoping that with the pictures that's coming afterwards that you can see all of the designs that I did on the bottom better. I'm not sure if the video will catch me wrapping around the twine on the bottom, but you will see that in the close-up picture as well. Okay, oh, so here it is. So I decided that I'm going to add the twine. I really wanted that twine to be included in this page. It adds a little bit of a texture, so I'm going to add that on the bottom right underneath my title. And then I'm also going to be stamping my date, and I'm just going to use a roller date stamp with, I believe I'm going to use a green ink from American Crafts for that. Just tying a little bow on the end of it. I did fasten the ends of the twine on the back of the page with some washi. And that's going to complete my page. So this was a pretty fast page for me because I've already done the die cuts beforehand, and I also have a ton of pictures here, so it covered up the entire page. So if you have any questions, just leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, I will see you tomorrow for page number 2.